Yeah, I changed this. I was here last year. So, I don't know why I didn't service that one, but I serviced this one. I could probably check the filter, make sure it's okay. Might be okay. We'll check it. This one's got an overhead oil line too. Shut off here, shut off. I had to put a firematic on this one too. They didn't have it. Fucking handyman job. Handyman job. Joe Handyman. This thing looks like. It's been a year. This guy used to always run out of oil. He moved to Florida. Yeah, this one's fine. Look at that. Got the bio slime in it too. Yeah. Yeah, we'll put a new filter in this one. Give it a new filter. Give him a new filter. See, when we're dealing with the bio slime, I'm going to change the filters. This is an F4. New filter. This is another overhead oil line, which I'm not a big fan of. We'll do what we got to do here. Doesn't look like there's even any oil in this fucking thing, to be honest with you. It's really low. Super low. This guy was known to run out of oil. Run the flipping thing way down. He moved to Florida. You know he wasn't gonna have a lot of oil in this thing. Oh, fucking bio slime. There's a spring in there. I gotta get that spring out of there. The spring, I need that. That goes on the. That goes on there like that to hold the filter in place in the center. A lot of times them springs will be missing. The spring, so we'll leave that in there. This guy runs a flipping, leaves it with no oil in the tank. Typical. Hopefully we could purge it. There's enough oil in there that we can get it to flow. I'm gonna call him and tell her, but there's no oil in the tank. He knew how to purge the air out, and he'd run out, and then he'd go to the gas station to get some diesel to get him by till he could get a delivery. That's how he was. That's how he was. He had bought all kinds. He used to be a real estate guy around here, and he bought all kinds of land. And he finally developed it. And then got a ton of money for the land and he moved to Florida. Good for him. He's a good guy. Name was Henry. He was a good guy. Good shit. Alright, we're gonna bleed it on the other end. I got the valve open over there. Then I had to put these firematics in. I didn't even have them. I didn't even have them on tanks. When we start this thing up, I could jump this control out right here on FF to keep it running. We jump out this for the thermostat too, to bleed the air. This one shouldn't be a big deal. Should just swap the nozzle out and we'll be good. I gotta get myself a new hose. This thing gets all flipping hard and you can't even put it on there. I need new. I need some new stuff. Alright, once we start it, this one's got a delayed oil valve on it. Once you open it, it's not going to go in there because it's going to... Once we start it, we could jump out FF, F1 and F2, keep it running. I got that jumped out. I should be able to bleed this. See if there's any oil in it. Get a good oil flow and then I got the FF jumped out on the control, so it's not going to shut off. We're going to change the nozzle. I'm going to change that nozzle. It's probably fine, but I'm going to put a new one in anyway. Nozzle filters. I've worked on this boiler quite a bit. They said the guy used to always run out of oil. Sometimes he couldn't get it going. He had to call me to get it going. Oh, Henry. This guy one time, he had a house, and he did the boiler in the house himself, and he hooked up a tankless on an oil-fired boiler, but he used black nipples. And the flipping black nipples just like rotted out. So then he's calling me and wondering why it's leaking all over the place. The guy used black nipples. You can't do that. You can't do that. Oh yeah, she's really toast. He says to me, "What do you mean you can't use black nipples?" I said, "You can't use black nipples on water, dum-dum." Yeah. Joe homeowner trying to do the job and then have flipping clueless. Clueless from hell. Now this type of head you gotta use a 60 or 45 degree nozzle. So that should be like a 75, 70, 75, 60. No, 75, 60, or 75, 45 nozzle. That's what we need here. A chirper. We've got a chirper in the house. I'm gonna have to call this lady and tell her there's no oil, not much oil in the tank. Oh, Henry, he was known to run out of oil all the time. There we go. See the 45 degree angle? That's what you need for that type of head. 60 or 45. 45 is better. Here's a chirper. This goes back on here like that. Screwdriver. That wants to be in the middle. Clean the head. The yapper. See how it runs now. It should be fine. She should be fine. Alright. Let's see. The flipping oil looks awful cloudy. It's that biodiesel shit. Alright, she should fire. She's not all choked up, guys. If she was choked up, she'd be rolling right out of here like a flipping gangbuster. Fine. Alright, so last year was, new filter at tank, new nozzle, new protector relay. This year is new filter at tank, new nozzle, good oil line, good oil flow, good draft over fire, and clean burner head. Look at it, it's fucking right on empty. Not a lot in there, I'll tell you.